That's a man that knows he's into some weird shit.
Is this thing on?
All right, listen up, and no one gets hurt.
This is a podcast that focuses on crimes and scams where no one physically is harmed. This is a podcast for information and entertainment purposes only. Nothing in this podcast should be taken as legal advice.
So listen up, and no one gets hurt.
You already said that.
All right, well, don't forget to like and subscribe, and in the comments, tell us which scam you'd like us to cover next.
Thank you. Welcome back. Today is a very exciting episode for me because I get to introduce one of my very good friends. His name is Faisal Subaban.
AKA the hotel boss.
Is that your Instagram handle?
At the hotel boss, yeah.
Nice. I like to think that the term, the man, the myth, the legend was created because of this guy.
He looks like he's got that tattooed as a tramp stamp.
Give me a little bit of credit.
Upper thigh.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he's like the international man of mystery, you know? Like, just, you go anywhere with this guy, everyone knows him. It's insane.
Sometimes you just like to get out there, or they pretend they know me. That's probably better way of articulating it.
I mean,
for sure.
Yeah, we'll go to like something that my husband belongs to, and then we'll go in there and we don't know anybody. And they're like, "Oh my God, Faisal!" We're like, "What? How did this happen?" This isn't fair.
But they say I have a face for radio, though.
Satellite radio.
It's on that note. The best part is like you'll go like this week I signed like a 9-figure deal. None of my friends can say like articulate what I do for a living.
And that's also kind of what I wanted to think about for today's episode. This is, there's bring your daughter to work day. This is bring your friend to your side hustle day. Yeah, so this week you hosted the Blend.
I did indeed.
Yeah, that was a good show. We had a pretty decent sized crowd for halfway through, and then you left, and then the crowd kind of left with you.
In my defense, I had things to do.
Yeah, and then
the show must go on.
Right. Yeah. So, and then we had George Perez drop in.
Oh my God,
yeah.
He's so fucking funny.
It was this guy. Okay, he performs at Ice House, I think, right? And
I'm not 100%.
I know he performs at like some bigger places.
Yeah,
like
he gets
actual,
around.
he actually is like a paid working comic.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like a one-off. Like he's actually like.
Oh, he's hilarious.
I think I've been to the Ice House. Didn't we go to the Ice House?
You went to the one when I went. Yeah. But that was more like a showcase.
Yeah. Just trying to flex a little street cred.
It was kind of like a school play that happened to be hosted at the ISLs, but
we had programs and everything.
Refreshments after.
Yeah, there's some sad lady selling flowers out front.
Yeah, exactly. Amongst other things. I'll suck you.
And then there's like some sad dad like running in late, like I need to buy the flowers for my child. No, but no. So anyway, so George comes in and he's like, oh, I was like, what else am I working on? He's like, oh, and then like one of his friends like shouts something out. He's like, so he riffs on that because it's like he's he didn't bring paperwork up with him. Like he was just
He's a professional. He's just gonna fucking.
Well, I mean, to be fair, there are comics that read from their book.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So,
but you could tell that he's just like a naturally funny, fucking like conversationally funny. Just you like he was doing. You could fucking throw out a word or two at him, and he's gonna find a way to make it funny.
Yeah, I threw out Olympics just to be like whatever, and I can't remember what he said, but whatever he said was like actually very funny. I mean, he made Brett laugh. Brett, my husband, he made Brett laugh. So I mean. Brett's a pretty high threshold. So.
Yeah, he's a hard sell. He's a fucking hard sell.
He's like, yeah, that sucked.
Damn, right.
No, he'll just he's like.
Whenever he's there and I hit a punchline, I always look over at him to see if he even cracks a smile. If he cracks a smile, at least I'm keeping it. I'll take it.
Well, when I try jokes out in front of him, he's like, where's the punchline? Or like, or or I'm just going to say my dare joke because I'm not going to give away, but you know what the dare joke is. Yeah. He does not. But the dare joke, you'll hear it later. Yeah. But the dare joke, sure. May 9th, if you guys come, May 9th, yeah. So the dare joke though, when I told it to him like the first time, he's like, that's a complete joke. I'm like, that's all I get? And he goes, that's about as high a compliment I can give. He's like that, like in general, like to anybody. He's like, that is a complete joke from start to finish. He's like, yeah. He's like, that's a good joke. So, anyways,
I'll take it.
I know. I'm still working on it.
How did that night end?
It was a complete night.
I'm just saying.
Touche.
Ruh-roh.
So,
Depends on whether you're into praise or degradation, I guess.
Exactly.
So so you know the concept of the show is we're talking about true crime, things that really happened where people did not physically get hurt, right?
Right.
So I figured with you on the show, I like to try to think of something that the guest is interested in, right?
Okay. This is interesting.
Oh God. That's a man that knows he's into some weird shit.
Is this thing on?
We are recording, correct? But I like to think of you as sort of an icon.
Okay.
Do you have any idea where this is going?
No, I don't.
What about Ikon passes?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So this gentleman is a skier. His wife is a snowboarder, and they travel the world to do their first love of skiing and snowboarding. So I assume
I'm very familiar with the Ikon pass.
So you were a customer.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
Do you ever get the Epic Pass?
I get both.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So in case you're not sure, because I'm not really a skier. I mean, I did 100 years ago.
I'm poor. I have no idea what's
right.
going on. I don't know.
I am risk adverse, and that's why I don't want to go skiing. I'm too afraid to get injured. So the Ikon Pass and the Epic, and please jump in, whatever. Yeah. It's a really expensive pass. However, if you're going to go skiing more than like 10 times in the season,
it usually pencils at like 4 times, depending on when you go. And they have like surge pricing now. So essentially on holiday weekends or when the resort's full, their lift passes are over $300.
Yeah.
And so you can look at it. It's like 4 times, 5 times for sure. You usually get your money back. And like some of the resorts it goes up to almost $400. So it's crazy. Damn. And that one's unique because you get, like if you get the full pass, that one you get access. I think it's like 7 days at Deer Valley, which is ski only. And so if you really want to be hoity-toity, like you get access to there. So that's the thing that they have. Right. It's a little bit differentiated
through Deer Valley.
Through Deer Valley, it's Altera.
Does Deer Valley have its own special thing, or
so you can get a Deer Valley pass, but the premise behind these passes is you get a bunch of other resorts that you can go to. So the Ikon also, you'll get Jackson Hole, you can go to Mammoth, and there's a bunch of other resorts all over the U.S. and international that you have access to. Depending upon the type of resort, sometimes you have unlimited, you can visits with it, or there's a limit on them. So some of the more popular, expensive resorts like Jackson Hole, I think you get 5 days. Deer Valley, you get 7 days. And then like Snowbird, you get a certain amount of days. And then others you can get unlimited.
Right. But they're expensive.
It's not cheap. I just re-upped mine for the pre-sale pass. I think it's like $1,900 or something like that.
And the crazy thing is it's if the weather, like this last season was not a ski season, but you bought the pass, you eat the pass. Like it is what it is. Like that's all it is, right? Yeah. Yeah.
That's so they have one. Then the other company that is almost criminal is Vail Resorts, and so they have
that's
theirs.
The Epic Pass, right?
Yeah, and that's the Epic Pass. And so the whole racket is they basically have your money up front, like rain or shine or snow or shine, like it doesn't matter. And so this season
almost like
was
a timeshare.
Rain or shine.
Yeah, rain or shine. Like it was it was snow. but what ended up happening was this year it was like terrible snow across like Colorado, Utah, California. The Northeast was actually pretty decent. I think they had one of their best years ever. But there was no snow. And so they charge you all this money, and people would try and go, and they have like 2 runs open or 3 runs open. And there's a lot of times, like by the end of the season, there's just rocks and mud, and they're literally charging you $300
That's
a
how
lift
I like
ticket
to get
go
down.
there.
I'm skiing through the mud.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, it was a bit of a racket. And like, so now what they did this year, it's actually pretty iconic, no pun intended, is you can pay, I think it was, I don't remember, so don't quote me on it. I think you can pay another $200 or $250 more to where you can cancel your pass and get a full refund in January.
Like almost like an insurance.
Yeah, but by January is like the beginning of, like, that's like when things are ramping up. Like it's also like an FU.
Yeah.
Because you want it like by February, if there's no snow, it's like, all right, I'm out. But January would be, and it's probably like January 10th or something like that. So
just in time to get it for Christmas.
Yeah, you get it for
Hanukkah.
Christmas. Yeah, exactly.
And you're like, oh yeah, I have it for 12 days.
Yeah, and
or
then
whatever.
you're gonna
like,
cancel.
Or actually 30 days. I
Yeah,
guess.
but it's a pretty interesting play. And what they've done is they basically said that a lot of people, the rumor is like basically that they've ruined skiing just because they bring all these people to the resorts. Like they're trying to sell all of these passes. It's overcrowded because all they care about is selling passes. And then they try and restrict and limit, and you have to make reservations on high demand days and everything else. But it's really just a cash grab, like a complete cash grab.
It almost sounds like they need a Disney executive to come in and like explain how like lightning passes work and then like try to like.
Oh, they sell you those too.
Yeah.
That's an upsell. Oh yeah. You go to Snowbird and you got to get the express lane and others. I think it's like $90 for the day or $70 for the day. Those sell out too. Then you need parking on top of that. Like you got to be able to park somewhere.
And that is unless you're in a chalet that has ski in and ski out privileges.
Well, that does change things.
This is some white people stuff.
I mean,
I'm quoting what Tonio would say. So
yeah,
it is
saying it without saying it.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy.
First world problem.
Yeah. But and then the Epic Pass is pretty much the same sort of racket, a little less expensive. But they do the same thing. So this year they had a bunch of pissed off people, obviously, because like 90% of the resort, 30% of the resort in some areas was closed the entire year, lines everywhere, terrible snow, and you're stuck. Yeah. I mean, I had both passes. I normally get 50 days. So when I get, say, 50 days, I go for like an hour or two. It's like going to the gym because I have a place in Park City. I went twice.
Well, we were supposed to go.
Yeah.
And we didn't go because there was no snow. And also Brett had a trial, so, but yeah.
And we went to Switzerland instead, but it was...
Yeah, he got a last minute invite to go snowboarding with Sean White, so...
Like, sorry, JJ.
I'd have left your ass for Sean too.
That was what I like to call an end-to-end trip.
No, that was like an unbelievable trip.
Yeah, it was insane.
They had like the mountain to themselves at one point in the time.
It was a shameless plug for Chase Reserve. Those people, they lay it out and they have all their other sponsors and everybody else.
Yeah, he's like, hey, the weekend that you guys were supposed to come, yeah, so there's a chance that we might fly to Italy to go snowboarding with Sean. We're just trying to work out the logistics. We just want to let you know. I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's fine. Because like we had to move it anyways because of Brett, his trial. Yeah. So yeah.
It worked out. But that was the only place that had snow was out in Europe.
Yeah. Wow.
But so do you know what happened with the Ikon Pass and their scam?
So funny that you should bring it up because that's what I want to talk about. Maybe it's the same scam, maybe it's not.
I got fucking scammed.
Yes!
You are so excited.
We have a victim.
I'm a victim and I was not killed.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Victim.
All right, go ahead. You explain the scam. I'm gonna explain it from like on the ground scam.
I actually said to Brett because I was running it by
Dude, we should call the guy that scammed me.
You're live.
Dude, we're going to call him.
So like behind the scenes look. I do like to run some of the stories behind the scenes with Brett and like just like, oh, like this is an interesting story. I liked it, and he was like, oh, this is a good one. And I said to him, I'm like, I wonder if Faisal got scammed.
I'll tell you how. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know if it's the same one, but maybe.
Go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
Okay.
You go.
Okay. So
fill it in.
So so the reason why Faisal probably got scammed was because he's like, oh my gosh, these passes are so expensive, and this person on this ski site is telling me that they're gonna sell me a discounted pass,
which works out every time.
All I have to do is contract with them offline, like basically not through like a main channel, and give them a Zelle, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Pay, or debit card payment, and then that way they will complete the sale and I will get this discounted pass, right?
Right.
Okay, that's what happened, right? Okay. So, and this was starting in 2020 and went through 2024. And the situation is that it's the Ikon pass, it's the Epic pass, and this person would then take your information and actually buy you a legitimate pass. So you had a legitimate Ikon pass, a legitimate Epic pass. This was not a situation where they were forging any documents or falsifying any documents. So you actually had a legitimate pass. But what was happening behind the scenes is that this individual and group of individuals was actually stealing credit cards of other people. So you, as the victim, would be like, I want this discounted Ikon pass, and I'm going to pay $750 instead of what it was back then, is $1,500. And then the individual her name is Jamila Green. She pled guilty to this, and her co-conspirator is, I believe, still pending. So he is still presumed innocent because he has not pled and he has not been convicted. But so Jamila and her group would steal the credit, or whoever in her group would steal the credit cards, and then they would make the purchase with the stolen credit card. So they were hoping that the person whose credit card that they stole wouldn't notice the charge or wouldn't notice it for some time. And so that's how come they were able to buy a legitimate pass and give it to the buyer. And then they were getting that buyer's cash and putting it in their pocket. So they were netting $750 from the deal. Yeah.
And they had like internal people that were all in on it. Like, it's like, I'm going to process this one's here, this one, like depending upon how many passes or if you referred people, then they keep your pass live. Because there's some, it's like one of these things, right? Sometimes like my life, I guess, gets boring. And so I like to underwrite a certain level of risk because we all know this shady shit, like what happens. I don't do any of this stuff like knowing full well that it's probably going to go sideways. But it's one of those like, we'll see, and it's kind of fun, and you can like basically it's like fucking with the scammer, like back and forth. And so, I had one of them that went through because there was like multiple that were done, and they were across both. They were selling Ikon and Epic as well,
right?
So it wasn't just that one,
right?
So let me make sure I understand. So you go to them, you buy the fucking the pass or whatever for cheap.
Yeah.
And then they take your credit card information?
No. So here's what happened. So I'll give you my real life example and you tie it back. So we all have a fucking buddy, right? The buddy calls me.
Unnamed.
Yeah, unnamed.
Alleged.
That's me.
We all have the buddy. And when he hears, I'm going to send this over to him because we all have the buddy. And so the buddy calls and he's like, and he's been telling me about this for years, like years. I'm like,
right, you're probably in 2020. It probably worked in 2020, 2021, 2022. You got hooked in 2024.
I got hooked in last. Yeah, exactly. And so, like, basically, every year I hear him telling me that it works and his friends that it works for, and like here, and it's like, finally this last season, I'm like, and it was like this time last year, and he goes,
2 years ago, 2024.
Well, no, it's still going. It was still going. This was last season. This is last season. That's why we're gonna call the dude.
Okay.
Like we're gonna call him, but it's not to call him from a different phone.
I love it.
Like you're gonna text him since you love being on your phone in the podcast. we're gonna text him.
That's his spam calls. I love it.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
You should have answered it.
I
It
know.
might have been good.
I know. You never know.
I know. Sorry. What the heck? It's nobody important. So
the next one you have to answer.
You got to answer that.
Okay. You're gonna have to do some serious editing. No, it's my cousin now. It's like
we're leaving it in,
and
dude.
it's literally
put it on silent.
No, I have it on airplane mode. I have it on airplane mode.
It's like that. Call twice.
What else can I do? I have it on airplane mode.
We're gonna text him.
That's who's been calling me.
This is actually your punishment. Since you didn't answer the third one, would you agree? I mean, we have to take it. The
dude,
majority rules here. Okay, so we're gonna call this dude.
I'm surprised. That's actually who was calling me.
Yeah, exactly.
He's right here behind the curtain. No.
He's still scamming. So, anyways, this guy, and he's like he's like, no, sir, like here, of course, like no, and whatever. And so what happens is you get the quick hit, bop, like you got the passes, like you send the money, and it's like, say half the price. And so I had both of them, and then it's like, man, I don't know, this pass is showing in my account, it's like legit. Right. And so you go and tell it, he's like, if you have a couple other buddies and this, like whatever. And so you tell a couple other buddies and it goes from there. And so this last season is when it happened. And my wife was like, come on, man. Like, you know how these things, like, why do you always do this stuff? Like, you do well in life. Like, why? And I love a little gray, like sometimes it's just fun to get back. It's like you got street cred, just getting a little down and dirty, and I want to see what the local scams like. And, like, there's usually something, a nugget, like a gem you could take away that's still valid, like in the real world, in like a legitimate business sense, because the streets are where it all happens. Like the business people just pretend they've got it all figured out, and they're doing it legally. And it's like, and I'll tell you about another funny story in a minute.
He just wants to toe in. He just wants a little toe in.
Yeah, just a little toe. Get my beak wet, a little banter back and forth with the guy, and then that's it.
You can't take the hustle out of this guy.
You can't take the hustle. That's literally what I was about to say. You can't take the hustle out of it. And at the end of the day, I've dealt with cartels that have better customer service than like Epic and Ikon when it comes to this stuff,
You didn't see that coming.
and so this guy goes and he's jolly. Then you like tell a couple, but I'm like, I don't know, man. Like I thought it was bullshit too, but my one buddy, he's telling me about it for years, and now it worked. So you got a couple others. Well, then the roof starts caving in, right? Which is obviously the people are finding it on their credit card, disputing the charge, and then you get an email because of fraud, your pass has been canceled, right? And so you're playing this tennis match with this guy on the other side that we're gonna call. Like I literally have him that we're gonna call today. Like we literally just so we can get him warmed up, right? Let's hold on. I'm gonna say I
approve.
Dude, this is happening. Like you led me into this. I've gone so deep with this guy. Like I have all of his phone numbers, his addresses. Like here, I've gone through all the identity stuff, like flowing through. I've paid all the money. I know exactly where this guy. I know the whole scam of what they had. And I went to that reporter on X, and I'm like, I've got it all figured out. This is besides the lady. I've got the whole everybody else who's implicated, who they go. There's like professional athletes that are on this thing. It goes deep, and you can tell I'm a little passionate about it. But, all right, you got to text this guy. Text this number.
Okay, hold on. Are we gonna bleep out the number or?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I'm happy to share it to everybody.
Okay. Let me see it. Oh my God! First of all,
it says Epic Ikon guy. You couldn't have teed up a better topic. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna need that screenshot.
I got it for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that screenshot.
Oh my God, I'm dying right now.
I'm gonna need screenshots of these messages too.
Oh yeah, dude, I've been running this guy through. Yeah. Okay, well, all right, so text this number. All right, just say, do you have any passes available for this year?
It's a little early, isn't it?
No. Now it's like pre-sale. This is like when he starts getting going. This is like prime time.
Any pre-sale?
No, not pre-sale.
Oh, do
you have any passes available this year?
Passes
available.
I'm gonna just go avail this year. Avail this year. No, I'll do available. It's just auto-correcting it this year.
We'll get that combo.
Is his name Eddie, you said?
No, I just have him as Epic Ikon guy. I have like his full name and
literally,
everything.
if you're listening to this, you should be watching it. But his cell phone says epic icon guy.
I mean,
And
like
we're
look
currently
at like
texting him.
how I mean I am so deep threading this guy, like just messing with him. Like I mean, this is like hours and hours and
That's
hours.
crazy.
Like if you want to talk about the rabbit hole, I went down. Just
The restraint you've had to not send him a dick pic.
oh no, I went there, that's like lower down here. I'm joking. December 4th, 1203.
We'll get there.
That was the tequila talking.
Oh, breaking news! Breaking news. Says yes.
I'm telling you, we're going deep. Do you have Icon or Epic?
Which one? Icon,
Dude,
or
This
epic?
is fucking awesome.
I mean, you can't make this up. This guy is such a fucking scammer. It's
Oh my god!
unbelievable.
Read immediately. He's like, I got one.
I got a live one.
Reel that motherfucker in.
I'm gonna put this guy on blast. It's gonna be amazing.
That's so funny.
Yeah, here he goes.
Oh, sorry for those watching.
Yeah.
700 for Icon.
Okay, there you go.
That is
So,
insane.
it's like 1,200 left.
550 for
Say,
Epic.
how about? Does he have Epic?
Yeah, he said Epic 550.
Okay, so then be like, is that the full pass?
Is that full pass for both of them?
Yeah.
All right.
And then we gotta get, we'll like mess with them, like no blackout dates,
I'm gonna say, is that full pass or blackout dates?
no blackout dates, because the full pass has no blackout dates.
Okay, so no. So he says it's yes. So
Say
no.
like, oh, how? Okay, perfect. Just be
No.
like, well, now he's on the line. Just
Okay.
say, okay, perfect. What do I have to do?
What?
Put a little
This
winky
guy,
face.
this guy's like, yeah, exactly.
I'm saying cool. What do I have to do?
Yeah,
Okay.
Hell yeah.
yeah, perfect. I'm telling you, you can't. I mean, you can't make this up.
This is
You guys all hook you up. If you want a discount, just let me know. I've got a guy. Okay, so while we're going
Yeah,
with that guy,
yeah.
so long story short, what ends up happening, obviously the passes don't work. And I have like, my wife has one here, to, friends have all of them. But all my friends I told, like they all know, I'm like, buyer beware.
Yeah.
Like, you want to, like this is probably a scam, like, but if it works, it works. And sometimes it's fun. Like you pay, for me, it was like pure entertainment. I could pay $900 for like entertainment. But
well, and honestly,
$900 would change
that's
my
the
life.
thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you. What'd you say?
I said $900 would change my life right now. That's fucking crazy.
sorry. I mean, I could send you $900 and start fucking with you too. Although I've learned my lesson, I don't mess with people that have been in prison. I will kill you, bitch.
You said it, not me.
So they said in the legal transcripts that I've read, right, it said that none of the buyers knew that it was a fraud. But like, I mean,
I'm always like, yeah, they don't advertise it that it's it's fraudulent,
kidding.
but it's like, oh my gosh, he took my money. It's like, it's like, come on, like it's less than half the price. Like it's something's wrong.
okay, he says which pass you wanted.
Both.
Both. What if I try to hassle him and be like, can you discount if I get both?
Yeah. No, we will. We're not done yet. This is like,
I'm not giving credit card information, okay?
No, it's Venmo or Zelle.
That's true. That's true.
Like I even have like the Venmo Zelle people. I have like everything.
Oh my God. Dude, this guy's on it. Like he is like probably so stoked right now. He's like, whoa,
Well, he thinks he has one.
fish came to me.
Yeah,
he says,
exactly.
What ended up happening? Did you get your money back?
Well, hold on. It says text your Epic account, login, email, address, and password.
But say, can I get a discount for both? And just say, I have like 3 other, I don't know how many you have.
Okay.
Just say that and say,
Not
I don't
sure.
how many you have. Did you send that one first?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, send that. Send
Oh,
like,
I was gonna send it all as one.
it's fine. These guys just
All right.
like make,
Can I
like
get a
bleed them out.
discount if I do both? Okay. And then the next one's gonna be
Like not sure how many you have.
How many you have available?
Yeah, I have a few girlfriends. that would probably jump on board too.
Why does it have to be girlfriends?
Okay, whatever you got, do you.
Hell yeah, have a few boyfriends. It's fine.
Exactly.
I have a few friends.
I mean, I'm friends with your husband. I was hoping it was true, but boyfriends it is.
Just friends. Friends. And then I sent a picture of a cop being like, just the
Sam
feds.
Adams guy.
Yeah.
God, that's
I was gonna auto-populate to investors. Like, yeah. This probably does want investors.
Yeah, exactly. The fraud ring is expanding.
So basically, do you want to continue?
Go ahead. No, finish what you were going to say.
Okay.
No, I'll finish.
So the buyers allegedly didn't know. Wink, wink. But what ended up happening, it turns out that people started to realize that their credit cards were being charged and they weren't skiing. So then they complained to the credit card company, and the credit card company then shuts down that transaction, right? They're like, oh, my card got stolen, or that's not I didn't make that charge. So then they would reverse the charge, right? And then while the charge is being reversed, someone, maybe like Faisal's on the mountain, right? And then they get found on the mountain. They're like, hey, bro, here's the deal. Your pass is not a valid pass. We're not saying you did anything wrong, but we're going to have to confiscate it from you now. And you're done, right? So now he's out the money that he paid, the discounted money that he paid. And then if he wants to continue skiing, he has to pay more money for another pass, right? There was other people that maybe they were traveling. They were going to go to this escort. Whoa. They're going to go to this resort with an escort. And
So here it goes. It's like you're receiving this notice because the holder of the payment card used to purchase your Ikon pass has disputed the charge, and the issuing bank has reversed the charge. As a result, the charge reversal, we have suspended your Ikon pass or passes, and you will not be able to use your Ikon passes unless and until this dispute is resolved with the issuing bank and or law enforcement. If you believe here, so they cancel it. It's like Altera. Here's the legit. I mean, this is I got receipts.
Right. So basically, and none of the resorts also, none of them are selling discounted tickets, by the way.
Of course.
Yeah, they're paying full price. There's no discounts at them. So it starts out, like you were saying, quiet 2020, word of mouth. It's kind of like different ski sites, webs, not Reddit, but that type of where skiers are interested in checking out things, what's good. And then it snowballs.
That pow. Gotta shred the gnar, brah.
That was a good one. I'll give you that one.
Yeah. It snowballs into a multi-year, multi-million-dollar scheme.
Yeah.
And they start out targeting just Utah resorts, and then they start targeting all, right?
Mr. Worldwide.
Right. So and again, they weren't hacking any kind of system, and why it wasn't necessarily raising red flags at first is because it's not unusual for, let's say Faisal, you're going to buy your pass, and then you're going to buy your wife's pass, and eventually you're going to buy your children's passes, right? So one point of contact to buy other passes, it's not a red flag, right? So this individual that's buying on someone's stolen credit card, she's typing in all the correct information. So it's all going to John Smith's credit card, right? His address, his numbers, and everything like that. But then she's typing in Faisal's information, and then it's getting sent to Faisal electronically. Now, the other individual that's involved was mailing some of the passes, and that comes into play down the road. So they buy these tickets, and then the credit card companies block it, and now what ends up happening though is that I think it was Brighton is the resort that
Utah.
actually. They're the ones that actually figured it out, because they know that people will dispute a charge here and there. Oh, I bought this as a Christmas gift for a boyfriend, or a Passover gift for a daughter. And you know what? Daughter doesn't want to go skiing. Or you know what? Boyfriend and I broke up, so I'm going to cancel it, right? So that happens. Those are one-offs. It doesn't, not a big red flag, not an alert. But they started the accounting department started noticing that there was this massive, they don't report exactly the amounts, but there's a suggestion. It was in the figures of $50,000. That's what kind of started catching.
Yeah, and that's a smaller resort, Cottonwood Canyons, a great place. But that's like how you would do it. It's like, that's a place that would figure it out. It's like small enough to where people are looking at everything.
Yeah.
And like a 50K swing is material.
It's probably pretty consistent business.
It's not like
doesn't
Deer
really
Valley,
fluctuate too much.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's when Jamila or Miss Green was on thin ice.
Do you write these down or do you come up with them on the fly?
For this special occasion, I wrote them down ahead of time because I was, I need to impress Faisal. You've already heard them all, you know what I mean? So, so they none of the figures are actually disclosed, but it was something like $50,000 over a 4-month period that they figured out that this is what was going on. So, and you think about it, it's like, who all are the victims in this? It's not only just the credit card holders that their stuff is stolen. Mm-hmm. It's the credit card companies because now they're losing those funds, mm-hmm. right? And then it's the Ikon Epic people, the the resorts. And it's the Faisals, even though Faisal knew what he was getting himself into.
I didn't know it was a scam. I just had a high degree of probability that I underwrote it as this is probably a scam before doing it.
Right.
But at the end of the day, the crazy thing, like back when I go to like customer service, like if you I called Epic Pass about it. And their heads were spinning. Like they didn't know what's going on. It's like, here, we can't tell you. Your pass is canceled. Go fly a kite. That's honestly where I was like, you get better customer stuff, have better customer service with a cartel than that. But then on the Ikon side, they were like, oh, well, yeah, we know about that scam. What's going on? Like they got you? Like it was kind of like, yeah, they got me. Like I want to get, anyways. But they were actually. They went all the way back through and they gave me the pre-sale discounted price. This is back in November now. Mm-hmm. After, I was like, okay, I'm done playing with this guy because the season's about to start. So I actually do want to pass, like to be able to ski. And that's kind of what happened. So I ended up getting both of them back at the pre-sale discounted price. But definitely was a scam. And they got several other people.
In some respects, I'm actually surprised. Good on Brighton for figuring it out, but I'm wondering if proactively, if an Ikon and Epic now would be, it doesn't sound like it because obviously.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
They're not proactively doing anything.
You would think that they would be proactively looking at those sites and being like, hey, let's shut this down, right? But
the only thing they know how to do is take your credit card. Like that's all they care about.
Here, and to be truthful, like even if Epic and or Ikon did try to go to the feds with this information, no disrespect, but like one time someone almost stole money from Brett's account. It's a long story, but his friend was holding money from when Brett sold his house, and Brett was investing it with his friend, and everything's legit. Like his friend, everything is like, it's not a guy. No, it really is legit. And the guy got an email from Brett that was like, hey, allegedly, no, it wasn't from Brett, but it was from Brett's email. I was like, hey, David, can you please send me, X amount of dollars so that way I can handle this legal matter? And David, his nickname is Cracker. Yes, he is white, but that's not why his nickname is Cracker. But Brett never calls him David. He's always like, what's up, Cracker? And Brett is never that formal. He would never have sent it in an email. He would have called Cracker and been like, hey, Cracker, I need this money. And what's the legal matter? It just happens to be that Brett's a lawyer. So then Cracker was like, oh, he needs it for a legal matter. Like, it makes sense, right? Yeah. So Cracker called, and this is like on a Friday, Cracker calls Brett and is like, hey, I have everything teed up to be wired to your account, but the wire won't go through until Monday or till Tuesday, I think, because it was like a holiday weekend or something like that. And he's like, so I just wanted to let you know, sorry, it's been a little bit delayed. And Brett got the message and he is like, what is this? And he calls Cracker. He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah. He's like, I got all your emails. And Brett's like, what emails? So someone had broken into Brett's emails,
spoofed him.
But Brett never saw the emails go out because he wasn't looking at sends, right? They must have deleted it or something. And anytime Cracker's email came in, it was getting diverted to this other email. So I call the feds. I was like, dude, I'm like, I have the wire information. It's like, significant money. This is what's going on. Da, da, da. They're like, okay. They're like, did money transfer hands? I'm like, no. Did he lose money? No. They're like, okay, we'll make a file. And I'm just like,
yeah, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's only until the money is gone so that the crime actually happened.
So we gotta circle back.
Yeah.
We've got to open up another case. I've got like 18 friends that got scammed.
Right.
I think like 2 of them got their passes at the end of the day.
Yeah. So this individual, Jamila, she has pled guilty to in federal court for wire fraud conspiracy, admitting her role in orchestrating the multi-year ski pass scam. And the charge carries with it a maximum penalty of up to 20 years in prison, hefty fines, restitution for the damages. But she hasn't been sentenced as of yet, so I don't show.
And I messaged on X, one of the journalists that broke that story. And I said, I have receipts. Like, I can send you everything. There's like 20 more of her that are still doing the same thing. But she never responded to me.
She's like one and done.
Yeah, she's one and done. So
then the day after she pleads guilty, one of her co-conspirators, his last name is Rembrandt. He has an indictment against him, charges against him, but he hasn't pled guilty or whatever. I don't know what his situation is. He was supposed to have a court date, I think, in January, but it looks like it got pushed out. So
probably the rat.
Huh?
He's probably the rat.
I don't think so, because he is facing, I apologize, I have to look at my notes, but so he is facing conspiracy to commit wire fraud, which is the same thing that Green was charged with. Conspiracy to commit mail fraud. Remember I said
he was sending them in the mail.
Sending them by mail.
I already knew that was happening.
Yeah. Aggravated identity theft and possessing 15 or more unauthorized access devices, which means he was holding stolen credit cards, and it means that he had to have basically 16 or more. So you have 16, you have 3,000. It's the same charge. So he had that aggravated charge, and then he also had a charge of identity theft, which it is a mandatory 2-year prison term on top of any other sentence if convicted, because he's stolen someone's personal data.
Well, let's go after them. What did this guy say?
Okay, so
let's get some money transacted. So we have another.
Those are discounted.
I'm setting up a class action, by the way. I need
it.
one more victim. So can you send the money over to him?
if you give me the loan,
I'll pay you back.
Those are discounted prices. Do you purchase with us did you purchase with us last season?
Yes.
Yeah, they were cheaper.
With us. See, he's like, now it's like false representation.
So I'm going to say, yes, I do.
Do you work for Ikon?
This is through Ikon, right? That's what I'm saying. This is through Ikon, right?
I mean, it's like, what are the chances? I have this guy's number. I have a full text thread that I'll give you all the screenshots on and the receipts, just because I think, one, it'll amuse you on your Friday night when you get home and just see. And then
now I personally think that Green was the one who was probably snitching, because she only got one felony charge. So I personally think,
for sure, it's the other way around.
I
like
think
she's already pled out.
I think she saw that there was an avalanche of evidence against her.
Just here all week, guys.
But I think that she saw, what was coming, and she knew that I don't want to be in prison forever. So my guess is that she bent the knee so she could get a better deal.
Damn right. They put that 20 years in front of her, and she started singing, boy. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, exactly. Like a canary. Right. It's like, oh, and I got that guy. Well, my guy's still on the loose.
Right.
They haven't gotten to him yet.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty interesting. But I mean, that's like a legit scam that is obviously still going on today.
So he said, okay, please text each login.
Okay, cool. With my password, ? He's going deeper. He always just wanted the pass number last time.
The thing that's crazy about this is that he doesn't even know who I am. And he's just like trusting that
that's insane.
Yeah.
No, I knew. I mean, it's like, I didn't know you were going to bring this up. It just, I was thinking, because I watch y'all's show, I think I'm the 13th subscriber.
No, actually, David Lee, my friend David Lee, is the
13th.
Yeah, he told me.
But he was, but I mean, that you brought it up, and then I have like the guy is still, he's on the run. He's still on the run.
So he said, yes, just like last season.
Okay, cool. But there's like legal ways these corporations are doing this stuff as well. Like, what do you guys think happens? Like, let's say you have 1 million Delta or Marriott Bonvoy hotel reward points. Like, what do you think happens when you die?
Oh, they absorb them back?
Yeah. So essentially, like all these companies, like what they do, I think actually American Airlines, don't quote me on this, is the only one that if you die, like you could have a death certificate here and like they want all the documentation and they'll let you transfer the miles to a spouse. But they literally, like they take it as an accounting, it triggers a revenue event. And so what happens is you have these points and they want, this is like legalized, like cartel activity when you start to look at it. Or actually a better way of thinking about it, these are like, they're banks that have all these points that they keep issuing to you that they hope you don't ever use them. And then the minute you die, like they go and just wipe them out and take them in as revenue. So it's
if you think about it, also you're paying an annual, like,
for the cards and here, and they
so
do
you
all
should
this
have
stuff.
some kind of ownership over them. But I will say this: my understanding is in like divorce proceedings, there are fights over points.
Oh, 100%.
So people will be like, "I want the American Express points," and they're like, "No, they're mine." And then
I was advising a friend that had this exact thing, like during the divorce, like they were trying to peg the value of that, and I want the miles to go here, and it's like buy me flights, and then it's like one's buying flights for their boyfriend, the other one's buying flights for their new girlfriend. I mean,
on today's episode of Rich People.
But let's say you're in prison and you're waiting. Let's say you're in prison and you have a parent who's saving for 20 years. I don't know how long you were there for like 20 years to go on the dream vacation when you come out, and then they like pass away. Like you can't even use them. You're like, but they were saving for me to have the points to go on vacation. Yeah, no, that's a revenue generating event. Sorry for your loss.
No,
that's like what they do.
I'm going back to prison after I take a trip down to American Airlines. Y'all got me fucked up.
Allegedly.
He'll send them flying.
I
know you didn't write that one down.
I did not.
Exactly. She's on fire on that one. But yeah, my point is like there's like legal, what I deem them to be like corporate scams that are happening, like these points and different things like that. And I'm still surprised that
I honestly think, and I've tried to write, don't steal this, people, but my idea, I think I've told you the joke on gift cards. So like I have this concept, and I'm not saying this is funny. This is just rough draft.
We don't know where this is going.
But like but I'm saying like gift cards. Like I'm like, the joke is like, okay, so my brother's birthday is coming up. I'm gonna buy him a $25 gift card to Dairy
Jack
Queen.
in the Box.
Exactly. And then guess what? My birthday's in May. Guess what I'm getting in May? $25 gift card to Dairy Queen. And it's because you're just basically passing the buck. And I think honestly that's kind of what they're hoping for, is that they're hoping you never use it, right? Mm-hmm. So, and then my grandma, who has now passed, she gave me a gift card to an establishment that was out of business, and it was $20. Yeah. But still, I was like, you know what? I would rather her give me a $20 gift card to a business that's out of business than give me. This is part of my joke. I am trademarking it here, but part of my joke was like, I prefer a $20 gift card to a business that's out of business than giving me a $50 gift card to Neiman Marcus, because I'm definitely coming out of pocket.
Oh yeah, you're there, and there's there's nothing at
$50 for Neiman
Maybe
Marcus.
You can get a bag.
So, yeah, I might get a
like a shopping bag.
Yeah, a shopping bag with
home.
like a sample or something.
I don't even know what that is.
A sample?
No. A shopping bag is like
Neiman Marcus.
Yes.
Okay, Nordstrom. I don't know.
Like high-end retail stores.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
She's trying to be all bougie now.
Oh, I'm so bougie.
She's about to buy that. She saved money on her Epic and Ikon passes here, so she's trying to buy
She got it to blow now.
That's right.
She's like, shopping. It's like girl math.
I can now afford a cute outfit or two.
Yeah, exactly.
To snowboard
I got scammed for $900, so now I could go buy $2,000 worth of clothes.
Right. So, but I honestly think that the gift card is a scam.
They do that. So they call it like, so one, it sits on a liability. So this is how crazy like the financial world is. So you have these airlines, hotel companies, these sit as a liability like in their financials. And I can get super geeked out on financial, but I'll keep it like high level.
Maybe this is where we explain that Faisal went to this business school that's called, it's on the East Coast. It's in Boston, as they say. It's called Harvard.
Maybe you've heard of it.
I know smart people.
Fuck with some smart kids. My tongue's wicked smart. Anyways, but they go and so it sits there as a liability, but they're actually, the actual rewards programs are worth more than the company oftentimes, like the value of them. And then what they do is when you die, or they'll go, like there's another hotel company, I won't say who they are because I still work within the industry, but allegedly, so what they do is they basically go, let's say your points are worth $100, right? So you basically you invested in your buddy's restaurant and you have $100 a year to go spend at his restaurant. So year one, you're like, bet, like here we go. I got a steak, a salad, fries, give me the large soda and a scoop of ice cream, right? Every year that this keeps progressing, like you get one thing less, one thing less, one thing less. Like towards the last year, it's like you can only buy a salad for $100, right? They just keep devaluing what the reward that you have is worth. So you're buying less and less. And then they go off on a tangent and say like, now you get to buy something that's salad adjacent. Like it's not even a real salad anymore. It's legally they can devalue it at any time. So you could have something that's worth 100 and be like, nah, it's worth $20 now. And you're like, no, but fuck that. Like if it's worth $100, it's like, yeah, we changed our pricing. And that's how it all works. Like Hyatt, Marriott, here, the airlines, they all do it and they totally screw you. So the only thing I could say is don't save them for a rainy day. Use the darn things because like they're going to take them one way or another.
You give me a $20 gift card, I'm using it that night. I'll go out of my way to use that bitch.
You want an Ikon pass?
We find out
too soon.
We find out it's actually Faisal that's on the other end.
Here like this. Hey,
it's auto-populated.
It ain't cheap out here in Newport.
This explains everything.
Yeah, exactly. Whistleblower. He figures it out. He's like, I thought I saw him texting you back.
I'm not a snitch. I wouldn't tell.
Exactly.
Okay, so now that has been wrapped up, what do you have for us today?
Ironically, more rich people problems.
Okay.
Yeah. So, did you know that people race pigeons?
No.
This is a legit thing. Like they legitimately would like race pigeons. Like for one example, they have like a pigeon race across the fucking Grand Canyon.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. So they train these fucking pigeons and they race them.
Is it Mike Tyson that's training him? Did you know that's how he trained?
I do know that he loves pigeons.
Yeah.
I doubt any of his pigeons are racer pigeons. I mean, he's got the money for it.
I thought you were going to say racist pigeons. I was like, what the hell?
They might be a little racist. I don't know about racer.
Did you think that's what he was going to say too? It kind of sounded like it.
He might be a redneck. Yeah.
They're Mike Tyson's pigeons. There's no telling.
They got little tattoos on their faces.
But people started stealing them.
Like they're stealing the racing pigeons.
Stealing the pigeons.
Oh, I bet. Like,
so they were like, they were going so far as to like break into people's houses or like wherever they're storing the pigeons, and all the way up to where they were training other pigeons to intercept them mid-flight during the race and like throw them off course a little bit, and then they fucking swoop in like Team Rocket. That's a Pokemon reference. Yeah. And snatch them out of the sky.
I got the cards.
Investments.
So with birds, I mean, going from like $10,000-ish all the way up to like, there was one bird called Armando that sold for $1.2 million.
What?
Yeah. $1.2 million. And I think that like that was when they're actually called the pigeon mafia.
Pigeon flying or what?
Is it what?
Is the same bolt like the
I guess, yeah, the fucking Lightning McQueen of pigeons.
With Tonio, you have to use cartoon references.
Okay, like Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah, there we go.
Like the Roadrunner.
Exactly.
I didn't know people raised pigeons.
I mean, yeah, that's news to me. I have like, my mind automatically starts going like, how do you breed these motherfuckers?
Yeah, that was another question that like, how do you train a pigeon
to fly straight too? Like, not get off course.
To do anything.
Well, they do have messenger pigeons that you could like tie a message to their leg and then they fly.
Right, and I assume that's like pretty similar training, but like my other thing is like, I guess maybe they would put a GPS tracker on them, but that's the only way.
They have to put a GPS. I mean, if
they're getting stolen though.
Yeah, but I mean,
they're getting stolen though.
Probably like an anklet, like a
I know that
house arrest anklet
crows
type
and
thing.
ravens are really smart birds too. Like ravens like can solve puzzles, and I think crows like if you leave a trinket like for a crow, they'll bring a trinket to you, kind of a thing. So I know that they have
birds
the ability.
That can do it.
Yeah, they're not just bird brains, but they. I mean, we're like seven now, so I don't know.
The pigeon thing, I'd be like, don't be the pigeon. Like,
don't pigeonhole me.
Like, bring some value. Like, you're just coming here telling me messages. Like, I don't need a summary. I need a solution.
Don't pigeonhole me.
Don't pigeonhole me. Damn.
But I'm just saying, like, I think you could train them. It's just I've never heard of them being raised. That's wild.
Yeah, I had no idea.
And then so I've never been, but to the Middle East, you know my friends Eric and Pri, right? So our friends went to Qatar and they were going through the bazaars there or whatever.
Yeah.
And I guess talk about rich people problems. People were selling hawks there.
Falcons.
That's
too.
what it was. Falcons.
Yeah.
I know
it's
what
like
we're
a
calling
thing.
the episode.
No, but so that's your symbol in Qatar of how wealthy you are is like the level of falcon that you have. So we're not even like
That's
now.
pretty badass.
Yeah, we're talking about millions.
I've got a better one for you with these falcons. Like, you know how you can have like an emotional support or like a service animal?
Yeah.
Like there's people that bring their falcons onto these Emirates flights. Like they're allowed to bring them, like, and they have like seats for the falcons that are flying to like wherever they're going.
Rich people shit.
Falcon game strong out there. But so, are they catching these people that steal them, or what's like the black market on like a stolen pigeon? Maybe we should ask our boy, the epic Ikon guy.
Ask him if he's got any stolen pigeons.
You know what? You know what would be kind of funny? What if I asked him if he has any like discounted lightning passes or something like that?
Do you have Disney passes?
Any other discounts?
Yeah. I'll tell you this: if he gets on Disney, Disney will shut it down and he'll be in jail. Like yesterday.
Disney's hit legit.
Yeah,
like there's no
Disney is like
I'm not messing with Disney.
Right. Did you see that people are trying to sneak children into Disneyland, like in the stroller?
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I saw this thing. It's at least like recently, where they would like have one kid in the stroller and then another kid like in the back, like. Oh,
underneath,
contorted.
Like yeah,
just like holding it together until they got through, and then like they get to the bathroom and let them out. Yeah.
I mean, it is so ungodly expensive.
It's so
like
expensive.
I do not even understand how families can afford to go.
I know.
And you have like multiple kids, and then at least like they let you bring some food in. Like
yeah.
But if you go there without any food or anything, I mean,
you're gonna spend hundreds.
It's like exactly.
Easy.
It's like $1,000 a day.
Yeah.
Like what the?
It's
like who can afford that stuff? It's
one
crazy.
of the things I think that they do is that like the season passes they'll finance. So I think that that's possibly why you'll see like some families, because I think it's like a thing in SoCal. I mean, if you're in SoCal, it's like. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's expensive, but like if you live nearby, it's kind of a cool thing to do, like after work as a family. You know, so I think it can, if you're doing it in monthly payments, it could be probably more affordable, you know, but.
Disneyland's legit. It's just like so expensive.
It's
all. Yeah, that's where they crack down, like that
pocket.
place.
Yeah, if you try to discount anything with Disney, Mickey gonna find you.
Oh yeah, you're going under the Mickey jail. I promise. They're not fucking around.
No, they're not at all.
No, sir.
Yeah,
they will pull up on. They might be like IRS, Disney.
I actually had this esthetician. I was getting like a facial done before.
Of course.
Her ex-boyfriend was a Disney character. Like, and you knew I had to double click on that one. I'm like, sorry.
Wait,
like did he ever bring it home?
But when you say character, let's be specific. Was he like a Prince Charming with no mask on?
I think he was goofy.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah, like he was goofy.
Yeah.
Like, and so.
Yeah, he was.
I'm like, so is that kind of like a thing, Like,
I just remember when I was
home.
When I was in, Goofy. There's been this is interesting. I've heard that Goofy could be a dog, could be a cow. Some people, because Pluto is the dog for sure.
Goofy's a cow.
He's a cow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
All these years.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't know that.
Right?
That's crazy.
Why?
I
thought he was a dog.
What made you think he was a dog?
I don't know. He
long
looks like a dog. He has like the ears.
Pluto's the dog.
Right, I know, but I didn't know. Okay.
I didn't know.
2 against 1 here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I thought if somebody would have said gun to
You
your head,
guys are
what
the
is
ones with college degrees.
They didn't teach us that.
I know the important shit.
He, in fact, did not know the important shit as Goofy is, in fact, a dog.
But I've started a new pigeon website in case you're interested.
This could be a new Disney movie.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna have an online course by Sunday.
Come see my pigeon racing. See how far she can go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Y'all are fucking ridiculous.
That's from my niece. I've heard that on repeat. That's how I know that. That's where it stops.
Yeah.
That is a pretty crazy story. I don't know how you found out about that one.
Somebody suggested it to me.
Yeah.
I was talking about the podcast. I forget who it was, but they were like, "You should check out the Pigeon Mafia."
Oh no!
I was like,
I mean, it
Pigeon
makes
Mafia?
total sense because they race everything.
Yeah, I
Or
guess
they
if something
fight.
can go
Or they
fast,
fight.
racing,
Yeah. That's what Michael Vick got in trouble for.
Yeah.
And that's like sad.
Yeah, we don't do violence here though.
No, exactly. It's
So
like, ruh-roh.
So the pigeon is still in flight, if you could say, as the crow flies.
as the pigeon flies.
But I don't like. But if it's the fastest pigeon, like these pigeons, they're like $1 million, the most expensive one.
1.2 is the most expensive.
But I mean, like,
on the
where
market.
can you bet on like FanDuel or something like that with these
bro,
things? Like, you've got
one-
it. Like,
one thing
I have questions. I have so many questions.
One thing I do know about
Polymarket.
gambling
Yeah.
is that if there's a fucking anything, you can gamble on it.
Yeah.
I guarantee, like, if it's something like pigeon racing or like, didn't you say the dude was gambling on whether Maduro was gonna get
so
fucking
he's actually been
picked up or
charged.
not?
He's been
Oh,
charged.
yeah. He's been charged.
So like, you can literally bet on anything.
Yeah. Should send him a note. I got an Ikon pass guy.
So, sorry. So last thing. So this is still an ongoing scenario of racing pigeons. Yeah. So there's no like.
It's hard for them to catch them.
Yeah.
I mean, is it illegal to race pigeons?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't see.
They're. I didn't dig too much into this part, but there is apparently an underground pigeon racing scene,
like whatever.
Yeah.
I have like this Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah, exactly
sort of
what I was about to say.
Yeah,
Just
you know what I mean?
Pigeon in a Nissan Skyline.
Exactly.
I see it as, and I know it's not fur, but like Too Fast, Too Furious.
All right.
So they're hard to catch because
Literally.
they would just swap out the bird.
Oh.
They would break in, and all they had to identify him was a little tag on their
Yeah, that's
foot.
what I thought. It was like
they would just
anklet thing.
They would just switch it out. So as far as I know, they were getting away with it.
So the scam is that they were stealing the birds.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, that there's an underground racing scene.
Well, I mean, but that's not.
I'm
illegal.
I'm going deep on this thing.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna lie.
I can't imagine like. What's the law? What's the law they would be breaking by racing pigeons?
Aren't they like the rats of the air?
They
like,
are.
That's what they say.
Nah, those are seagulls. Pigeons ain't so bad. Pigeons are cool. Seagulls
cool.
are fucking.
I don't know. I don't mess with animals.
Seagulls are rats
in a
with
bad
brains.
way. I'm a lover, not a fighter when it comes to animals, but
I don't know. I've seen you put down a piece of meat here and there.
Well, I got a funny story. Like
we'll be
one
the,
time,
we'll be the judges of that.
I came out. It was like I had a brush up with law enforcement in Austin. It's a story for another day. But let's just say when I came out of there, I go and like a bird just shit on me. I was like, I guess it's good luck.
I mean, that's what they say, right?
Yeah, but that's where you're like, it's damn bird, but they always are shit on you. It was a pigeon.
Well, so we went to the Ducks game last night, and they have these flying ducks in the stadium. Like it's these, like they're basically like drones.
Quack, quack.
That's right.
Quack.
But they're like drones, and they look like ducks. There's 3 of them, and their arms move or their wings move, and it's amazing, honestly. But I think that they should take it to the next level, and that they poop out T-shirts.
Oh my god!
Because they're like flying above you, and it's kind of like, oh my gosh, like what?
Oh,
if
it's
just
actually
pooped?
flying above you.
Yeah, they're flying above you.
So what do they spit it out, or where's it?
No, I'm saying
out?
it should poop out.
No, I know, but what's the current delivery?
They're not doing anything. It's just they're just flying around. They fly around before they take the ice. So before the first period, before second period, before third period, they have them flying around.
That's pretty sweet.
It's actually really cool. But I was saying, like, to make it cooler, is that they pooped out like white T-shirts, right? Wouldn't that be kind of funny? Because when you see an animal or a bird flying above you, your first thought is like, ah.
You know what is crazy
Duck.
though? Have you ever go to like any of those games like where they're like any sporting event like that where they're throwing out like the free T-shirt? Yeah. I mean, people will go crazy for like a POS triple extra large. Like it's not gonna fit anybody.
Yep, I've seen it.
And they go nuts like trying to fight people over it. And it's like it's crazy.
I've always wondered if anybody gets hurt with them, like when they do those guns. You know, they're like shooting the guns. But I think they go up high enough that they don't. But
yeah, it's just a T-shirt. It doesn't hurt very much.
Oh, you got it. Like it's like a potato launcher coming through, like.
Yeah, but they're not like super tightly wrapped or anything, so it's not like hard when it hits you.
We should try it the next time. First.
on a business segment, like what you're saying, people go nuts over these T-shirts. One thing that when I was younger, I had to do a report on a female entrepreneur, and I picked Estee Lauder. She's like a mogul when it. Oh, I did it again. Moguls and mogul. Yeah. But anyways,
comes full circle.
It's a ski term. Yeah. So, but that was not intentional. So she was like basically like a pseudoscientist with her uncle. Her uncle was a scientist, and they would create all these like facial creams or whatever. And what her trick was, and this worked for her, and this got her like on the board, was she would give away a free lipstick with a purchase. But people would line up because women love a free lipstick, and it'd be like, doesn't even have to be your shade, but for whatever reason, like they tried it with like blush, they tried it with perfume, and it wasn't as successful. Yeah. So like what you're saying, like lipstick. The T-shirt could be an ugly T-shirt, any size, but it could be any color lipstick. It could be matte, it could be glossy, but people love a free lipstick. Or ladies,
yeah, people love tchotchkes. It's like crazy. They go around like psychos, like at these trade show events, and it's like, oh, a stress ball, and it's like
people love free shit, dude.
Yeah, they just love free shit, and it's like shit, junk. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like literally from China here, you slap a logo on it and it's like a stress ball, hand sanitizer, this thing, like a spiral notebook. Yeah, and it's like it's
people love free shit.
Exactly.
Post-it
I like
notes.
free shit.
Yeah, I mean we all like free shit. I'm guilty as charged. Like,
I think I'd rather.
I went and sat outside for like a.
And you put yourself in a scenario where you're like, I would use this. And you take it.
Yeah, exactly. And you never do.
And you never fucking use it. Yeah.
Sits up here on the shelf.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think I would rather take
that one day.
I think I'd rather take that stress ball and throw it in the trash than take the crusty Snickers bar that's there, like the mini one. And you like take a bite, you're like, I just
it's like hard.
Yeah, this is from like 3 conferences ago.
Yeah, exactly. It is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not taking a Snickers bar from nobody. We've had that conversation.
It's not your jam. You're a payday guy.
It's a prison joke that he has.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You'll see it on Saturday, May 9th if you come to the show. So it's a free show, everybody. Come
Saturday,
on down.
May 9th?
Yeah.
Huntington
Lodge,
Beach,
right?
Huntington Beach, Elks Lodge. Yep, that's right.
It's on the 9th's on Saturday?
Saturday the 9th, yeah. The night before Mother's Day.
It's going to be a pretty good show.
Which I thought would be a pretty chill night, but it turns out a couple of the brothers I know have plans. So I'm like, that's cool. Motherfucker.
Give that guy free tickets in exchange for pass.
Tell him you'll trade.
Anyways.
All right.
Well, thank you so much for this episode. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me. That was fun.
Yeah, it was a real good time.
Yeah.
Interesting little curveball you threw. And we're gonna share the receipts. We have to, like the text messages with this guy.
Yeah, for sure.
And we'll circle back on whether you fall for the scam or not.
That's right. And it's
like part of the show. It's like an investment. Like we've got to do it. It's like investigative, like reporter.
I feel like I need to get his Instagram handle so I can add it to. And then he'll be like, "What?"
Yeah, exactly. I'm curious if he's using the same we got to ask him like which PayPal or which Venmo or Zelle that he wants, and see if he's got the same people in this.
So wait, which method of payment?
Yeah, how should I pay you?
How should I pay you? That's probably nicer. Like more hustle.
Like cool.
I'm like,
you're like,
which method?
What's the method of payment that you would like to receive your?
That's how you know I'm a snitch.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
like somebody start texting me that. I'm like, okay.
I need a couple typos, I think, in here too. Like,
it's okay.
Smiley officer.
Take me to jail.
Well, anyways, thank you so much again for coming. We'll have to have you back to see how this works out.
Oh, absolutely.
And,
thank you.
For sure.
All right. Pleasure. Thank you all.
And thank you to the 13 subscribers. Let's make it 20. How about that?
We're about to pop. We're gonna pop. We're gonna promote this thing.
That's my request to you. Let's get to 20. Let's just humble 20.
That's all.
Yeah.
Simple request. It's the little things. We'll give you a free stress ball.
Like and subscribe.
Like, follow, subscribe.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.